Let's discuss this phone conversation between Mr. Biden and Mr. Xi and other regional issues involving the two countries. Global Affairs Analyst Kunle Falowo joins me from Indianapolis via Skype. Good to have you join us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, when it comes to this phone call, a lot of analysts have said that it was a lot of positioning and just playing to the public by both leaders, and that, look, it was expected in the first place that there was not going to be any resolution from this meeting between President Biden and President Xi. But for you, do you agree with this analysis? And what was your expectations, or what were your expectations from this meeting?
Well, the discussion, the phone conversation between President Xi and Joe Biden is very fundamental. We will continue to encourage conversations between world leaders. Don't forget that America is a leading world economy and closely followed by China. So, in order to have a de-escalation of rhetoric that will potentially cause chaos and problems in the world, we need diplomatic conversations to continue to expand, and this is encouraging. Nonetheless, it's not what we had anticipated, because we had thought that some concrete agreement would have come out of the conversation. But unfortunately, there's strong rhetoric coming from the Chinese side, saying that it was more of a warning to the American government that they shouldn't interfere with the affairs of China as it is, and Taiwan. China sees Taiwan as a province of its country, and the U.S. is not seeing it that way. Hence, the need for continuous dialogue to see that this does not de-escalate to what we have in Russia and Ukraine right now.
And we see how there is so much effort by President Xi and President Biden to avoid public conflict. But Taiwan, the issues around Taiwan seem to be the clog in the wheel of progress. Do you think that this proposed trip by Nancy Pelosi has made things even more difficult for the U.S.?
Well, this is one of the major moves by the American government. The Chinese Communist Party is seeing this move as a direct crossing of the Chinese powers, because they see Nancy Pelosi as a strong leader and one of the strong officials coming from the U.S. And that is a pointer that the U.S. is also interested in the Taiwanese government, and they're also willing to help them. Nonetheless, they are saying that this is not good. They're threatening to shut down the airways and to make sure that they make it uncomfortable for Pelosi to come through if she wants to, or if she resolves to. Now, we're not very sure if that visit or that trip is going to come to pass. But as it is, Chinese government are very, very furious that a top-ranking political official from the United States is coming to Taiwan, and they see Taiwan as a province and not as an independently run democratic country. And so we should remember that last year, Taiwan moved up one spot to become the 8th largest trading partner with the United States, and also Taiwan is a global one of the country that supplies America semiconductors that they use to produce cars and automobiles and all that stuff. So it is very important that the Taiwanese government continues to have relations with America, and this is not going down well for the Chinese government, and so there will be continuous. That is, conversation not working anymore, or it's going all the way down, we will have a conflict, and this is not the time to have two world leaders or two world economy having a battle. It's not going to be something that's going to be great for the entire world. So we should be encouraging a dialogue and conversation between those two prominent leaders.
Well, the actual concern where a battle is concerned is or the actual worry where a battle is concerned is China and Taiwan. And you heard President Xi, the reports that President Xi did say that he who plays with fire gets burnt, referring to that trip by Nancy Pelosi, and then eventual consequence for Taiwan. And many have always feared that the Russian invasion of Ukraine may have emboldened China in terms of whether it will invade Taiwan. But do you see a potential standoff between Taiwan and China?
First of all, Taiwan, as it is only recognized as a country by about 15 out of the 129 United Nations countries or Commonwealth countries. So they're not strong enough militarily to confront China. There are about 23 million people put together in Taiwan. It's an island. It's not much of a big of a country, but it's a very strategically positioned location for both China and, in that the South Asian part. Having said that, it's very fundamental that we continue to embrace dialogue and continue to encourage world leaders to talk to themselves. And having said that, if you look at the trajectory of playing with fire and the rhetoric coming from China, Xi Jinping is a strong leader who is seeking another term in office, will be seeking another term in office, and they're having this Communist Party meeting coming up really shortly. And
so
then
you think that he's basically playing to the public, especially because analysts have said the economy is down in China and he's looking for a political win. I wish I could allow you land. But I'm told my time is up. Thank you so much for talking to us. Global Affairs Analyst Kunle Falowo.